Today, our opponents are not going to be able to handle the overwhelming amount of tokens we're generating. And believe it or not, we're in mono blue. All right, guys, today we've got such a fun and very interesting mono blue deck for you today that's going to be winning its games through the power of card draw. This deck was built around one of my favorite cards in Standard right now, which is the Homunculus Horde. This is such a funny card that it's for 4 mana and it's only a little 2/2 creature, but it gets out of hand really fast because it copies itself every time you draw your second card per turn. Now, on the surface, that sounds like, okay, you get a copy of it, cool. But that copy is then going to copy itself as well the next time you do this ability, which means you're going to get 2, then 4, then 8, and so on. And it gets out of control really, really fast. This card just runs over games really quickly if you're drawing enough cards. And we're going to be drawing a ton of cards, more than ever, because of our brand new card from Final Fantasy, Matoya, I think is how you say it. Shout out to somebody in my stream who put me onto this card, but this card is so cool. Being able to surveil and scry is going to trigger a card draw with this one. And because of that, we have a ton of ways to scry or surveil to get a free card draw every single turn, if not multiples per turn. And how we're doing that today is with things like the Maze Mind Tome on 2. If you put this down on 2, now you don't even have to invest 2 mana to draw a card. You just have to scry. You get to scry, look at the top card of your deck, put it to the bottom if you don't even like it, and then you get to draw a card because of the Matoya on the field. And that's going to trigger the Homunculus Horde for 0 mana invested, which is really cool. Speaking of 0 mana invested, all of these colorless lands over here on the side, they all surveil or scry when they enter the battlefield, giving you a card draw essentially, which is absurd. Like I said, guys, this cascades really fast. You're drawing a ton of cards, and there's some other really great abilities to surveil and scry, like the Spell Gyre, which can be a late game counter spell for you to shut the opponent out of the game, or you can surveil 2 and draw 2 cards, meaning you're going to be drawing 3 cards and surveilling 2 for only 4 mana, which is an absurd amount of value. We've also got the opt early on because it scries and then you draw a card. And again, this is going to draw 2 cards now instead of just the 1 because Matoya is just that busted. And we've got a Teferi as a backup win con if we can't seem to close, or we need an extra, win con on top of the Horde. We can't find a Horde, whatever it may be. The Teferi is a good way to kind of get some threats down on the battlefield. Draw a ton of cards. These, the loyalty is going to go up. These tokens are going to go up in power. So Teferi is a nice little one-of in the deck. And the rest of the deck is here just to basically bounce and annoy and counter the opponent's spells to slow them down to allow you to get your, your Homunculus Horde down and get it running out of control. So super fun list, guys. These games were very long. We only have 3 games today, but they're all very long and very exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll jump right into it and we'll see you at the end. Peace out. All right, guys, here we go. Playing some mono blue today with the Homunculus Horde. I'm pretty stoked about this one because if you guys know me, you guys know I love the Homunculus Horde. And today we're doing it with Matoya, I think is how you say it, which is a card that can draw cards just by simply surveilling and scrying, which is really cool. I've tried it out already once or twice, and it's pretty funny once it gets rolling. But thanks for bearing with me on no video on Monday. I apologize for that. That was simply because I was on vacation. Well, vacation with my family over the weekend. We went down to Sedona and hung out and, laid by the pool and stuff. It was a really good time. So glad to be back, though. 5 days off of Magic. Started getting the itch there for a second. And yeah, man, I've been thinking about this deck list a lot this weekend. So hopefully it works out. I hope it plays well. We do have Teferi, our one of Teferi here. Looks like we might be playing against Yuna, I'm guessing. I mean, it's a good card. I can counter some stuff along the way, counter, but hopefully I can just use it for card draw. Let's find out. Another land. I don't think I need that. I think I pass on that and say go. So we have a counter spell, or we can use Maze Mind Tome for the drawing effect. Hopefully simply just drawing a card is going to work out for us. I'm assuming going to try to fill up their graveyard here, maybe. Okay, so we don't get an Overlord of the Hauntwoods, that's for sure. Or Mistmoor. Wait, which one is it? Hauntwoods. Yeah, Mistmoors is the white one. Oh, Nahiri Resolve. Nahiri Resolve. Whenever they mill this 4 cards, put an artifact, creature, or land card from among the milled cards. So they can't actually put this back in their hand. That's so weird, though. Why are we playing that to... Are we playing that to protect the Yuna every turn? That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna let him have this. I thought about it. I'm gonna let him have it. I think there's better things for me to counter. I think because Yuna can pull back an enchantment from the graveyard, then they can blink the Yuna out of play, and then I can't kill it. And then they blink it back into play, and then they can also blink out of play the enchantments that it brings back, which are gonna have, what is it? There's gonna be a counter on them. What is the counter called? Obviously, a decay counter, or not a decay counter. You guys know what I mean. Anyways, it's gonna die and go to exile. So if you blink it, it's gonna take that counter off. That's actually so good. A finality counter. Holy cow! It's been a couple days and I'm already forgetting what the finality counters are called. To be fair, there's a lot of different counters in this game. All right, I'm gonna use this to draw. I need some good stuff here. Aetherize could be pretty good because everything's gonna have haste with the Nahiri Resolve, but I need to get closer to finding my Matoya and my Horde. Man, what is going on here? I would love to play the Teferi here, but I don't think I've got time for that. All right, we got the Horde on top and we got the counterspell ready to roll. I'm gonna pass the turn. Show me Yuna here, just so I can counter and get on with my life. 3, 4, 5. I can counter and draw. Esper Origins, pretty annoying, for sure annoying. It's gonna come in as the enchantment side. Reveal top card of your library, permanent card, put it in your hand. Yeah, I guess I just accepted it. Whoops, I meant to. I was actually gonna counter that, but accidentally clicked the head. My bad. That's okay. It was a 50-50 shot on whether or not I should have countered it, so I'm not too upset about that misclick there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about to be 6, so I can do 4. Okay, so I can't really do the Homunculus Horde this next turn. I do feel like I was pretty mana inefficient this last turn. Playing the Maze Mind Tome probably should have been the play. I thought I was going to counter and draw and discard on the Yuna, but they didn't even play the Yuna, which kind of bums me out. All right, a grotto, I guess. I mean, yeah, let's just do it. There we go. Matoya is on top, and I can draw for 2. That leaves me 4 mana open for a counterspell. Gonna have to discard a card here. That's fine. That's fine. I discard the land here. It's gonna be fun, guys. Here's where the fun starts to really begin, because the opponent's gonna get their game plan rolling, and we're gonna get ours rolling. Okay, another really strange card that makes me feel like I should counter. Returns all the land cards. That's quite a bit of land cards there. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't play Yuna. I guess it's worth the counter, right? I guess so. Seems fine to me. We'll take 4. Sure. We're gonna gain 4 on the next turn anyways. Oh man, I need to draw another counter spell though, because I don't feel safe, until I counter that Yuna. I don't know what's taking them so long to play it. I guess they could be just playing around my counter spells, which they're doing a phenomenal job of doing. All right. That cost 4 from the graveyard. How'd they get it so cheap? Did they? I must have missed something there. Okay, I didn't know they had 4 mana open. All right, my turn. Yes, let's go. Counter spell. Let's go. Count it. 1, 2, and 3. Play our Matoya. Let's draw a card here off the Surveil. And it's another counter spell. Absolutely beautiful. All right, we're drawing cards by simply playing lands now. You love to see it. All right, one of those is gonna go. The other one gains them more mana for the ramp. Other creatures get to trample. Okay, that's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Hauntwoods, did they play the impending cost there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they played the full price. Okay, so that's coming down full sized. That's fine. If I can find an Aetherize, that'd be really nice, maybe. Do I bounce this back or do I let it hit me? I think I let it hit me. Yeah, I think I let it hit me. That's fine. This one's gonna come down too. Yeah, we definitely need to Aetherize, I think. Just so I can get a full clean sweep here on the board. Leyline Binding? Ugh. All right, they forced my hand here. What if I copy it actually and let it resolve? Because if this goes to the if this goes to the graveyard, they can bring it back later. If I copy this instead, the Leyline is on the battlefield permanently, right? And I think that's probably a little bit better. I don't see why not. I think keeping it on the battlefield might be pretty good for us here. Aetherize is good. That's the card we're looking for. All right, things are getting spicy, guys. Okay, here we go. Here's where our game plan kicks in, though. This is where things get really, really fun. So we get the Homunculus Horde down. Okay, and then we do one of these. Draw a card. It's a good card. I think I pass on it, though, for now. I don't know what else I would want better than that, but... Okay, Opt is good. I guess more bounce effects like Aetherize would be good, too. Yes, we pass the turn. We Aetherize... And then we look to really cook and get out of control. I can counter something here too. Counter that, or do I let it land and then maybe bounce it? I don't know. I really need to Aetherize right now. What are they gonna bring back, I guess? That's the question. The summon of the ninth round. Oh man, that's dicey, dicey, dicey stuff. I have to let it resolve. I think I have to let it resolve. Because I have to hit this Aetherize. I don't think I have much of a choice on that. And I definitely keep up with the ninth round, right? I mean, they're only creating 3 2/2s every turn. We're going to be creating like 20 at some point in this game. Yeah, I think I like my chances here. We know it's going to be the ninth round, right? Has to be. Perfect. All right, let the games really begin now. Let the games really begin. Let's see. So, how do we want to do this, guys? I think I'm gonna flood maw that eventually, right? But do I want to get my? I think I want to get my Maze Mind Tome down for sure. I think that's a for sure. Do I get my? Do I get my surveil? Yeah, let's get my scry off of this first. No land. Draw a card. There goes the Homunculus Horde, right? We'll play our blue, and then we'll look to do some other nonsense here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. A simple Opt will draw me 2 cards here, and then I can Spellgyre to, you know, send some junk back. Are they swinging through with everybody here? Okay. I like that. We go Opt. Don't need that. Oh, things are getting good, guys. Things are getting really good. Another Opt is fantastic. Okay. And then we go 2, 2, 2, and 2, 4, 6 to kill this. I mean, I'm still only going to be left with 2 Homunculus Horde, which is not ideal. It's kind of scary if you really think about it, because, like, they could just eliminate these 2 pretty easily with 2 Leyline Bindings. Maybe I gotta leave a couple of these available and open. Yeah, I'll take 6. You know what? I'll do this. I'll take 4. I'll take 4. Killing the Overlord, I think, is the main thing here. Seems fine. And then I got a counter spell ready to go. At least stop the ramp, you know what I mean? The ramp was getting a little crazy. Yeah, you're getting... But if I counter these things, they just come right back, though. It's the thing, man. They come right back with the Yuna. I guess if I bounce the Yuna, though, it's got Ward 2. Like, if I pay 1, 2, bounce it, that leaves me 3 mana over to do what? Nothing with that. This is such a difficult decision here. I don't know, man. I think I counter it. I know they get it right back on the end step here, but it's fine. All right, fair enough. The problem is the flyers that it creates, right? Like, I really hate the fact that it creates flyers. If it didn't create flyers, it wouldn't be such an issue. I really need to get my Teferi down and bounce everything back, right? Target opponent chooses a permanent they control, returns the rest to their hand. Yeah, that's going to be really good if I can get to that ultimate, of course. Now, on top of that, I need to find an Aetherize again so I can bounce everything to their hand. But with all this extra mana they've gained throughout the game, this is not easy, guys. This is not easy to figure out, but okay, they chose one. They chose a creature that's low to the ground. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Now it's our turn finally. Let's do a little scry. Well, I guess we do it with this. Spellgire again. Oh, I should have played Teferi. Oh, I should have played Teferi first. That was not smart. I think I need Aetherize. I gotta dig for an Aetherize to the best of my ability here. Okay, I think I go Teferi here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, not a whole lot of mana to work with after that, but should have done that pre-draw there. That was not smart. Okay, and then what? And then we just hold the Flood Maw, try to stay alive, draw an extra card off of this. Opt maybe to. Here we go. They got every land back from the graveyard. Sheesh, this is bad. This is really, really bad. Aetherize is my only hope, I think. Start with this. Come on, Aetherize, Aetherize. Flood Maw's pretty good. Flood Maw is pretty good. Do I try to still go for the Aetherize or just deal? I guess I could still do Flood Maw with these lands. Yeah, let's do one more. Let's do one more opt here. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Let's freaking go, dude. Let's freaking go, dude. Send them. Send them all. Send everybody. They're not going to send everybody. Oh, of course not. What? Why would you not send everybody there? All right, the good news is we should be able to alt Teferi here now, and they're going to be cooked. I'm pretty sure that's not good. That's not good. What are we taking? Yeah, I thought so. It's got instant speed, dude. That's instant speed. It's flashable, man. That's so annoying. Because even if I bounce it and get my Teferi back, they could just replay it from their hand. They've got infinite mana. That's annoying, brother. Dang it. That was the worst case scenario. 22 cards to their 27. We've drawn a lot of cards. Let's do this as our means of drawing a card this turn, because I want to get another blue land down. I need them to attack. If they don't attack, we probably can't get through their defenses, I don't think. But we are going absolutely wild right now. 3 Flood Maws, a useless counterspell, and then a good counterspell and a sweeper, essentially. Okay. That's probably the card that goes. Yeah, I think that's the move. So we need the opponent to attack. Need it. Need it, need it, need it. There we go. They finally attack with everybody here. Everybody goes back to their hand. See ya. They say good game, but they said that the moment I snapped the Aetherize. I don't know if they meant good game as in we got you or I got them. I think they thought they had me there for a second. That was not the case though. They have 2 Unas. That's not worth countering. That though is potentially worth countering. If If I counter it, they just bring it back from the graveyard. Dude, Yuna is such a dumb card. Yuna is such a dumb card. 1, 2, 3, and they've got 7 mana there. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing I can do about it, man. Yuna is so good, dude. You know what I could do though? Hold on. I could bait them here. Hold on. 1, 2. Yeah, I could bait them here. Hold on. Let's do this. Check this out. This might be really good. Oh, they scooped it up. No, I wanted this. I really needed that game to play out, man. I wanted to see how it was going to end. That was too good, man. Why would they scoop that? They were still in a really good spot. It's not like they were going to get ran over. I mean, we do have 40 of these guys. I guess that is pretty bad. Yeah, I didn't really notice how many we had. We had 40 of these and we were about to have 80 next turn. That is pretty bad. I guess they did lose this game pretty bad. But anyways, I was going to bounce this, pay the ward 2 here. Bang, bang. I would have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana left over. They were going to play their last 5 mana to replay the Yuna. And then I was going to bounce this, getting back my Teferi. And then next turn, I would have drawn, like, I don't know. I would have drawn cards off of this, off of this, off of this. And we eventually would have probably gotten the ult. And I would have bounced everything and reset them and won the game. So either way, good freaking game. All right, we're going first. Our hand, oh gosh, our hand looks okay. It's not bad, but it's not good, man. Not a lot of card drawing mechanics. I'm going to try, though. I'm going to try. I've got a lot of bounce effects here and some good counters early on. Like this card is at its best in turn 2 and turn 3s and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep it for that reason and hope to disrupt them enough that I can get my game going. But I need to draw a lot of lands and like Maze Mind Tomes and stuff. We'll see. Hopefully some scrying and surveilling lands. That'd be helpful. And here we go. Oh, it's gonna be Reanimator. I guess countering that. Yeah, that's actually really good. I like this actually. Aetherize might be good. I've got one already though. I don't think this is a go wide strategy unless it's dinos, which it very well could be, but do we counter that? I mean, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna draw into more counter spells, right? We should. Famous last words. Come on, counter spell. I do need that. Oh no. Blue? Okay, I didn't expect to see the blue there. It's kind of wild. Counter spell back to me? Imagine. Okay, cool. Cool. We got our lands. We got our Maze Mind Tome. We drew everything we needed here that I was worried that I wasn't going to draw. So that's nice. And I don't see any big threats being put into the graveyard here. The Grixis and the fact that this is, you know, running stock up and things like this, making me a little bit more nervous that this might be omniscience of some kind. I don't know. It's been a couple of days since I played, man. I'm a little bit unsure what the 5-day changes has brought as far as the meta goes. Okay. Homunculus Horde. Don't have the means to really pop off with that yet until I find our other piece. I guess we'll do this. Let's go to Teferi here, actually. I think going to Teferi here gives them a really big problem they've got to deal with. They might have things like Bitter Triumph and stuff, I'm sure, but you know what? Maybe I give them a threat. I give them a threat. This still can't kill it and go over the top because it'll have 2 loyalty. Yeah, I think I leave a threat behind just in case they kill the Teferi. At least I have another body that can be very dangerous.
Nobody knows the past better than me.
Bitter Triumph. Was I right? Okay, and it's a Tali. Okay. Yeah, that's about what I thought.
No setbacks next time.
So it's not Omniscience though, but it is Dinos. A different form of Dinos. Counter spells were going to be everything in this matchup, and I just didn't have enough counter spells drawn into here. But I mean, it doesn't look like they've got the reanimation. It could be an end steps situation here, but oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. What are we doing with that? Are we keeping all the cards in hand, or are we actually blowing up the board? They are blowing up the board. Arden goes. Is there a creature for Arden to... Oh, yeah, the Atali. We just talked about the Atali going there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's basically a counterspell or we're in a lot of trouble here. Ah, that's so good, though, too. I need that. That's a keep. That's a keep. That's free card draw, right? So... that is free card draw. Have to take it. Come on. Find me what I need, though. Find me what I need. Give me that counterspell. Opt is really good, but I need a counterspell. Come on. There's the counterspell, but it might be a little late. That's an expensive one. I needed the 2-mana interference. Okay, they've only got one card we don't know about. If it's the reanimation card, if it's Zombify, we lose, I think. But if it's not Zombify, ooh, let's go. We're in. We're so in, guys. We're so in. So I've got the counterspell. So if I play Homunculus Horde, 1, 2, 3, 4, play the land. Yeah, I don't think I can play the Homunculus Horde yet. Not yet. I'd love to, but I can't. Gotta hold this. I think the fact that I have this, though, makes it to where I win the game. I mean, unless they play Zombify and they still have 3 mana open. That's always something they could do. But they could also get really greedy and just bring back that Arden. And then I could just simply Flood Maw it away. Maybe that's something I should consider. Maybe I just let them have the Zombify and then I Flood Maw the Arden back to their hand. So maybe there's an argument to be said I should have played the Homunculus Horde there. Yeah. I think mistakes might have been made there for sure. All right, you can have it. I kind of want them to find it because of all the answers I have. I think I'm going to use a Spell Gyre here, though, to draw some cards. Man, I hate all the decisions I have to make with this deck. You mean I actually have to play Magic? God dang it. That's annoying, but that's fine. All right, let's Spell Gyre. Let's do it. Interference is good. That's not something I need, though. And then this is a draw 3, by the way. Let's go. Another Flood Maw. All right, let the games begin, guys. We got a Hidden Grotto here to trigger off a card draw. Get the Horde going. 1, 2, and 3. Play out my Horde. By the way, I'm auto tapping every time because they will tap all of your blue mana for whatever reason. They'll do that quite often, and it's really frustrating. Got the counter spell. That's huge. All right, and then we end the turn. Drop off 1 Flood Maw here? Probably. I don't know if I even need the Aetherize. It's pretty expensive, and they're not going wide, so I just don't know. You can have the Vault. They're going way too slow. This game is for sure over. The fact they're playing a Vault right now and they're still not looking to reanimate, we're in really good shape. Okay. Yeah, they're just far too slow for us, man. Our worst matchup is for sure going to be like mono red and stuff like that. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to trade this. Before it trades, though, we're going to get extra triggers off of it. Okay, maybe. Bitter Triumph on that? Okay, I mean, sure. Actually, that's a good card I need for just getting an extra card draw. And then... Do I counter that? I think I counter that. Yeah, I think I counter that. I've got another big counter here. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Why not? Dude, we are absolutely in the driver's seat at the moment. Feeling real good. Gets a Surveil. Oh, another Homunculus Horde. Don't need that because we've already technically got 3 on the board, about to be 6. Okay, we'll get one anyways. Sure. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, excuse me. All right. That hurt. What else do I do here? Flood Maw that away, right? Yeah. Get in for some damage. Oh, that sneeze hurt. It hurt my soul. Oh, man. What you got for me? We copying the vault or something? We doing something creative? What are we doing? This does copy artifacts and stuff. Now my ear needs to pop. Gosh darn it. All the elevation change I went through this weekend, my ears have been popping like crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna deny you access to that one, my friend. I think I'm gonna do it with this. Let's deny you some access and draw cards to trigger the homunculus horde as well. Good game. Good game. Yep, that was a full lockout right there. The homunculus hordes were gonna double, and yeah, they lost their reanimation. Okay, we got the opponent going first. We got some good early bounce and aetherized opt. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Seems good. Got at least one island to get us going here. The thing that really drew me to this deck is the fact that all these surveil lands can draw me cards. Shout out to somebody, I don't know who it was, but somebody in my live stream a couple weeks ago is the one who kind of put me on to that creature. Is it Matoya? Dude, that wizard is so cool. Being able to draw those cards just by simply surveilling, it gave me such a good idea because I've been working on this Ugin deck for so long, like this colorless Ugin deck that never really came to fruition. And it had a bunch of these crystal grottos in there because I was trying to do, you know, completely colorless. And I was like, you know what? That card would work really good in that Ugin deck. So then I tried it in the Ugin deck and still didn't quite get us there. It got us a lot more card draw, but we were still dying because we didn't have enough answers and interaction. So I switched to just pure blue, and I thought it'd be really fun with the horde. And man, was I right. This is it's going pretty well. All right, so we got a discard player here, which I guess it depends. Sorry, my ear still needs to pop. I guess it depends on how fast they can force the discard, because once I'm established on board, we draw so many cards that you guys have seen that, you know, it's not even going to be a problem for us if we get there. But right now they're going first, and they're moving pretty fast. Maze Mind Tome was huge. Absolutely huge. I hope their only way of winning is like Bandit's Talon or something, because if that's the case, we're for sure going to be okay in this one. But if they've also got things like Shieldred, Shieldred's going to be a huge problem. All right, little extra surveil here, or scry I should say, and pass the turn. Easy peasy. Now, creating demons is an issue too, because that extra damage they deal off the annex is really annoying. I wish I would have stopped them from even being able to play the annex, but didn't have the counterspell when I needed it. Again, going second in this one kind of hurts pretty bad, especially because the curve out they had was kind of nasty. I wonder why people are electing to use this creature over other creatures that, you know, can exile. I don't know. Floodmaw is not something I think I want, because why, oh, you know, Aetherize is actually still a card. Floodmaw could bounce the demon token if they end up creating it. So could Aetherize, but I would require them to attack, which might not happen, you know? Interesting, okay. Double Maze Mind Tomes on the board. Almost time for Homunculus Horde to do its thing. Just don't be Shieldred. Again, all I ask is just please no Shieldred. If it's Shieldred, we're in trouble. Other than that, I think we're gonna be okay. Demon Wall. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see what happens. Let's draw a card. Another 3 steps ahead, huh? I think I'm gonna save these for only drawing cards against this opponent. Normally I'd probably scry there, but I think drawing cards is more important. Come on, let's hit a land. I want to keep hitting my land drops. Not a land drop. Try again. Come on, land. I mean, having cards in my hand is not a problem, that's for sure, but my life total is becoming an issue, though. There we go. We did not miss a land drop. Keep them coming. Surveil into hopefully another land, maybe. I want to continuously hit my land drops. A card draw is not a problem right now. I got to be able to get the horde down next turn and then also trigger a draw step so I can double the horde immediately. That's kind of the plan right now. I don't know what's taking the opponent so long here. They clearly have a 2-mana spell they can play. It's probably going to be, you know, go for the throat or whatever. Something silly. I mean, this could also trigger too. I guess that might be holding the priority. Another 1 damage is fine. Not choosing to pump the demon wall here. Or they can't. They are 1 mana short. Never mind. Ooh, yes, please. Yes, please. Now I can draw cards off of these just by scrying. Let's hope the opponent doesn't have a way to kill it, though. Looks like they do. Cut down. That's so efficient. Let's try this. Get at least my scry draw off of it, maybe. Okay, I need that land. I do need the land. Do I force them to pay the extra 2 for that? I don't know. Feels kind of bad. That's such an efficient kill spell for that. I didn't even think of that. I guess we allow it without interfering with anything. Okay. And then I'm going to just scry on this next one, which isn't the worst thing ever, but it's still not fun. All right, counter spells, flood maws, everything's ready to roll. I've got my life back up to 16 too, which is good. I think I'm going to bounce. I think I'm going to bounce their Annex actually back to their hand on the end step here, right before it triggers for the draw. I guess it's going to trigger for the draw before I can do it, right? There's no way I can do it. Yeah. Unless they tap out. If they tap out before their second main phase here and before their end step, I'll bounce it. They did tap out. Okay. Okay, first things first, actually. I'm going to counter that. Counter that. All right, and then we send back. No, what do you mean? I wanted to bounce that before. Are you serious? I wanted to bounce that before they drew. What the heck? I guess I should have put full control on. That's kind of lame. Sometimes this game can be frustrating, man. There's an extra 2 damage I shouldn't have taken. All right, if I play the Horde, I'm left with 3 mana, which... that leaves a lot to be desired. I really don't know if I should play the Horde yet. I just don't know if I'm ready to play the Horde yet. I think I'd rather just counter the Annex here when they try to play it. Hopefully they try to play the demon side of it. That'd be really nice. I still can't believe that I didn't get that before they got the card draw. I don't know why I wouldn't stop and just let me have that interaction if I wanted it, you know? All right, we're down to 11. Some would say not ideal. Okay, that looks bad. Whenever this creature enters, each opponent discards a card, loses 2 life. Yeah, no thanks. That's a big guy. Counter, draw. Wish I can create the copy too. Oh, that'd be so nice to copy this. But I still got 2 mana, it looks like. I guess we drop one of these lands. Draw a card off of this. All right, that's a bummer. I was hoping for our witch there. All right, let's get the Horde down. Okay, now I think I'm going to try to trigger it obviously right away because I need to draw my second card for the turn in order for this to work. So it needs to be right now. Gain some life too, by the way. Okay, and then we just have an interference. I mean, that's not the greatest thing to interact with, especially with 6 mana open, but they might be prone to playing some more big things here like this again, or maybe like a backside of the ritual. Oh, I hope they invest a lot of mana here. That's not a good start. That's not a good sign. Ugh, come on. Come on, man. You're kidding me. All right, we'll have to find another one. But as long as we stop their card draw, they're going to run out of value way before we do. Way before we do. They're pretty smart for not running. Oh, never mind. I was just going to say they're pretty smart for not running that Annex out. They must have me on the interference, but apparently not. Let's go. We stopped the Annex, dude. That's actually so huge. Okay, we might just win this game now. They got a little greedy with that one. They should have one less card, and I should have 2 more life. But hey, I'm not being bitter or anything. I'm not being bitter or anything. Oh, here we go. They do have that demon land, which is annoying. Hard to interact with for me here. Okay, I'm willing for that to get some counters. That's huge because I can bounce it for 1 mana, which is good value. Good value bounce right there. They're going to try to replay it. I counter it. Seems fine. Oh, they're not even going to try to replay it. Shoot. Okay. Homunculus Horde again. Yes, please. I do need it. I do need it. Obviously, I keep forgetting how to say the name. Montoya? It's not Montoya. I need that card first. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? Show me a 2 mana kill spell here. I'm going to counter it. Ow, ow, ow. So thank you. Keep your hands off. And we get our land. That's big. They have 3 cards in hand now. Aetherize? No thank you. I think we can do better than Aetherize. But I don't know if we can do any better than, you know, we can't protect our creatures. So it comes down to these 3 cards we don't know about. How busted are they? They've got a Fountain Port? Sure. That draws them cards. That is annoying. What are the other 2? Just don't be an Annex, please. Anything but an Annex. Literally anything but an Annex, please. Oh my god. Oh no, they're gonna exile my Homunculus Horde. Oh my god, that's so bad. That's so bad. Please don't take the Homunculus. They do. They do, which means our only hope now is Teferi. 28 cards. It's a 1-card win con now at this point, guys. Maybe we can get them to concede, though. You never know. But my win con has been stripped from the deck, which is gonna cost me. Oh, not having a counter spell in that spot is not good, man. Not good. Looking for Teferi, man. That's it. Teferi or bust. Oh, brother. I just hate that we only have 1 in here, because if it ends up being at the bottom, it's going to be a nightmare situation for us, because we're going to end up getting it late in the game and then self-milling ourselves before we're able to even close, which is not what we want to see. We got the Matoya. There's no N. Matoya. All right, here we go. We're gonna do draw and copy this. Ugh, brutal, man. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Trying to like not stress out too much here because it's still winnable, but I haven't seen Teferi yet, and we're down to 22, which is not great. Not great at all. Guess I should have just drawn a card there instead of scrying, but whatever. I get so used to scrying because this draws me cards off the scry that I just forget. All right, that can go. Come on, Teferi. Come on, Teferi. Oh man, I just cannot believe that card got us the way it did. They try to tap all your blue lands every time. It's so weird. It's so weird. All right. Let's go. Let's go scry or surveil. Annoying for sure. I don't know if I want to waste this yet. I think we might be able to find something better. Let's go ahead and just do this first in response. We got another Matoya. I don't need that. I guess I could just replay it instead of countering. Yeah, I probably should have actually kept that on top. Mistake, mistake, mistake. Another spell Geyer is good. I gotta dig though. I gotta dig for that Teferi. Okay. Counter spell. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Teferi? No Teferi. Good card. I guess I should have kept that one too. Dude, I'm making some mistakes on which cards to keep and throw away here because I could have bounced that. Shoot. It's okay, I guess. I'm so locked into trying to find that Teferi. I threw away two really good cards that I probably should have just kept on top. Ugh. Okay. That says 2 cards. And exiles the top 3 cards in my library. Okay, so watch this be the Teferi, guys. This is... I mean, if they get us here on the Teferi, that's going to be insane. Okay, whew, they didn't get us. They got us closer to the Teferi, actually. That works out. Doesn't really matter, though, because they're probably going to run me over. That's another 2 damage there. Rough, man. That was rough. This whole game was rough. Just unlucky a little bit. All right, another option here. Come on. There it is. Okay, we got the Teferi. We got Teferi. It might be too late though. They've already got this established. I mean, what card could I draw? I mean, there's how many cards left that I don't know about? 4. Let's see. So we got 1 Aetherize here. 2, 3. So we know one of those 4 cards is Aetherize, which can bounce these, thus resetting the situation. But this does 2 damage when it gets recast. But I could counter it when it gets recast. Yeah, I guess that's our best bet, right? Is trying for the Aetherize. Best bet is trying for Aetherize here. So let's look to draw a card off of this. It's our only hope.
The entire multiverse is at stake.
Not an Aetherize, but draws me cards. Three, and then this, and then I Aetherize all the creatures back to their hand. I guess I don't need that many lands, right? Yeah, I can take actually one of those back. Aetherize, and then I still have 1 mana left over. I just don't think this is possible, guys. I'm trying here, but I don't see a way out of this. Draw 2, discard. There's the Aetherize. Okay, pass the turn. They replay the Malboro, and then I die to the damage that it creates passively here. And they could just replay the Demon Wall too, which is another demon which does trigger the Annex to drain me for the last 2. We gave it our best shot, guys. We gave them our hardest fight here, and it was a fun game. It really came down to, unfortunately, the deadly cover-up taking my horde. If I just had 1 more mana open and had that counter spell, I think it was I don't know if I had 3 steps ahead or if I had the spell Geyer, but I was short on the mana, that's for sure, and ended up costing me here. Demon Wall, they got us. All right. Both spells resolve, and we're cooked. I mean, I probably could have avoided this too if I would have kept the Flood Maw instead of surveilling and scrying that away. You know what I mean? Could have bounced that Demon Wall, probably saved myself 5 points of damage. Yeah, I'd still be in it. I'd still be in it for probably 1 more turn. So a little bit of mistakes were made there too on my part. GG's.
like a hat trick. The name is Lazy No Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.